I embarked on a 10-day angling expedition, immersing myself in the art and adventure of fishing. Each dawn, with the serenity of the waters as my canvas, I pursued the elusive catfish and the spirited bass. My days were marked by the thrill of the catch, the strategic dance of rod and reel, and the satisfaction of pitting my skills against these magnificent aquatic creatures. By the end of my journey, I had not only caught numerous catfish and bass, but also deepened my connection with nature and the timeless tradition of fishing. On the first day of fishing, I devoted a steadfast 3 hours to the tranquil pursuit of fish. My patience was ultimately rewarded with the capture of a solitary, albeit respectable specimen. However, the serene ambience was abruptly disrupted when a cicada launched an unprovoked aerial assault, adding an unexpected thrill and almost ending my life. My fishing expedition yielded no catfish, but the promise of future adventures brimmed with potential. But for now, day one is a fail. On the second day of my adventurous journey, I found myself navigating a series of unexpected events that turned the day into a memorable tale. As I wrapped up my activities and prepared to relax, I was suddenly ambushed by a swarm of cicadas. Their relentless attack startled me so much that I nearly toppled out of my chair, grappling for balance in a whirlwind of wings and buzzing. Despite the chaos, I managed to find solace by the water, casting my line with hopes of a good catch. My patience was soon rewarded with the thrill of reeling in a splendid bluegill. Its vibrant hues shimmering in the sunlight is a true trophy for the day. However, my luck seemed to wane as I sought catfish and bass only to be met with empty hooks. The climax of my fishing endeavor arrived in the form of my nemesis, a snapping turtle. Its fierce resistance and menacing presence tested my resolve, culminating in a frustrating battle that left me exasperated. As the day drew to a close, I found myself reflecting on the unpredictable nature of my experiences, ending with a sense of both accomplishment and irritation at the snapping turtle's unwelcome appearance. The third day of my anticipated fishing expedition dawned with promise and the whispers of adventure. The serene waters beckoned a silent invitation to partake in nature's bounty. Yet, as fate would have it, the day proved to be less than cooperative. From the early hours, I found myself entwined in a web of obligations, each more pressing than the last. The precious moments I had hoped to devote to the art of angling slipped through my fingers, like water leaving scant time to cast my line. My heart yearned for the tranquil embrace of the river's edge, but reality demands cannot be ignored. When at last I stole away to the water's edge, the universe seemed to conspire against me. The fish elusive and mocking evaded my effort. The sun climbed higher and my patience waned, casting shadows of doubt over my endeavor. Just as I contemplated the future of my pursuit, a cicada, herald of summer's peak, greeted me with its innocent song. Its brazen intrusion was both distraction and a challenge. In a moment of irritation, I ended its symphony, a small bitter victory in an otherwise fruitless day. Alas, no fish graced my line, no triumph catch to celebrate. My efforts, though earnest, were met with empty waters and abundance of frustration. The day closed with a resigned sigh, a testament to the capricious whims of nature and the unyielding march of time. No fish were found today. On day 4, in the early hours of a misty, dreary day, despite the hours spent, the waters yielded no catch. Yet, as the fog rolled across the lake and the silence enveloped me, I realized this was merely the prelude to my angling adventures. This day, devoid of the thrill of a catch, still whispered promises of what lies ahead. On the 5th day of my fishing expedition, the experience was nothing short of dreary and drenched. The persistent rain soaked me to the bone, casting a shadow over my hopes. Amidst the downpour, a moment of excitement pierced the gloom as I felt a strong tug on my line, only to watch in dismay as the fish slipped away. Not long after, I managed to reel in a resilient bass, a fleeting victory before the heavens opened up even more ferociously. As the deluge intensified, I landed a bluegill, a small solace in the tempest. With each clap of thunder and relentless beat of the rain, my sanity slowly ebbed away, succumbing to the storm's relentless assault. In the realm of angling, the 6th day of my expedition languished in a state of unparalleled monotony, with each cast echoing the dull rhythm of the serene waters. Yet, just as the day seemed destined to fade into the forgettable expanse of uneventfulness, a sudden intrusion shattered the tranquility. A relentless assault by the freshly emerged cicada bug. Prepare to delve deeper into the unfolding saga as we anticipate the mysteries awaiting us on the realms of Day 7. On the 7th day of my grand fishing expedition, the sun rose with a golden splendor, casting a shimmering light upon the tranquil waters. With anticipation in my heart, I cast my line hoping for a bountiful catch. To my surprise, I hooked another formidable snapping turtle. Engaging in a fierce battle, I ultimately overpowered and dispatched the beast with a decisive strike. But the day had more in store for me. In a twist of fate, my rod bit under an immense weight. After a relentless struggle, I reeled in the largest catfish I had ever encountered, a true leviathan of the depths. Try have turned to dismay, however, as the slippery giant wriggled free from my grasp and plunged back into the watery abyss. As the sun shimmered, painting the sky in colors of white and blue, I could only wonder what incredible events Day 8 would unveil in this ongoing saga. Stay tuned for the adventure continues. On the 8th dawn of my fishing odyssey, I ventured into the still waters. The air thick with promise and tranquility, the serene tableau was abruptly shattered by an encounter with a venomous copperhead, its eyes gleaming with malice. My pulse quickened as I hastily retreated. The serpent's menace a stark reminder of nature's capricious dangers. However, retreat was but a momentary setback. Fueled by a sense of vengeance and unwavering resolve, I returned to the water's edge, determined to reclaim my day. The sun ascended, casting its golden glow upon my renewed efforts. Suddenly, a powerful force seized my line, transforming the calm into a battleground. With grit and tenacity, I engaged in a ferocious struggle, the unseen adversary beneath the surface testing my every skill. After an epic tussle, I triumphed, reeling in a colossal catfish, grander than any of my previous catches. As I hoisted my impressive prize, elation surged through me. This second catfish, larger and more formidable, symbolized my victory over both the venomous threat and the challenges of the deep. I stood victorious, my heart alight with the triumph of perseverance and the sweet satisfaction of a hard-earned trophy. On the 9th day of our fishing recital, the tranquil lake mirrored the kaleidoscope of evening hues. My patience was rewarded when I felt the thrilling tug of a decent-sized bass on my line. The battle was brief, yet exhilarating, and the bass's shimmering scales caught the light just perfectly as I held it aloft. A while later, the calm of the afternoon was punctuated by another catch. A diminutive bluegill, its vibrant colors a stark contrast to the bass. Though smaller in size, its capture added a touch of variety to the day's endeavors. As I reflect on today's moments by the water, I am filled with a bittersweet anticipation. Tomorrow marks the final day of our expedition, a culmination of days filled with quiet anticipation, the thrill of the catch and the unmatched peace of being at one with nature. On the final day of my fishing journey, the water's surface was a canvas of stillness, disrupted only by the occasional ripple of unseen creatures beneath the surface. Minutes passed, in a sudden electrifying pull, the rod bent under the force. After a spirited battle, I emerged victorious, cradling a splendid bass whose scales glittered like precious gems in the morning light. Barely had the excitement settled when with the next cast the line tightened once more. Another fierce struggle ensued, my heart racing with the rhythm of the fight. In what felt like an enforce of nature's symphony, a second bass broke the surface, equally majestic and defiant. Catching 2 bass in such rapid succession on this final day felt like a poetic culmination of my journey, a testament to patience, persistence, and the timeless allure of the wild. As our incredible 10-day fishing challenge draws to a close, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you joining me on this extraordinary journey. Your unwavering support and enthusiasm has been the true catch of the day. From the thrill of reeling in those magnificent catfish to the excitement of landing those formidable bass, your presence has made every moment unforgettable. Thank you for being part of this adventure, sharing in the triumphs and celebrating the monsters we've conquered together.